You did well to tell me. We must know everything. Martin, take a good look at these two comrades. You will be seeing them again. I may not. Now, go back to your pantry. I shall be switching on in a quarter of an hour. Yeah, thank you. Before you leave here, I shall give you a book from which you will learn the true nature of the society we live in and how we shall destroy it. When you have read it, you will be full members of the Brotherhood. You will receive orders from me through Martin. Apart from 3 or 4 other contacts for immediate tasks, you will know nothing. You will get no encouragement, no comradeship. When, finally, you are caught, the only help you may expect will be a razor blade smuggled into your cell. You will confess the little you know, betray a handful of unimportant people like myself, and die. We are the dead. Our only true life is in the future. We shall take part in it as handfuls of dust and splinters of bone. How far away that future is, there is no knowing. Perhaps 1,000 years of spreading our knowledge outwards from person to person, generation to generation. In face of the thought police, there is no other way.
Thank you.
Now, you should not have come here together. You must leave separately. You, comrade, first. Wait. We still have some wine left. What shall it be this time? To the confusion of the thought police? The death of Big Brother? To humanity? The future?
To the past.
The past is more important. Now, put one of these on your tongue. The lift attendants might notice the smell of wine. Martin, you will show the comrade out. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Now, I assume you have a hiding place of some kind?
Yes, a room in one of the patrol sectors above the shop.
Keep it for the moment. Later we shall find something else for you. Have you any questions you would like to ask?
No. Oh, did you ever happen to hear an old rhyme that begins, oranges and lemons, say, the bells of St. Clement's?
You owe me 5 farthings, say the bells of St. Martin's. When will you pay me, say the bells of Old Bailey. When I grow rich, say the bells of Shoreditch.
You know the last line.
Yes, I know the last line. Now, have you brought your old briefcase with you?
Yes.
Very shabby and inconspicuous. Good. The Newspeak Dictionary. 10th edition. Don't open it now. Study it well. You two had better take one of these tablets. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And tomorrow evening at 18:30 hours in Victory Park will come the great climax to Hate Week. No less than 200 Eurasian war criminals will be publicly hanged.
Good evening. He's upstairs. He came in some little time ago.
Thank you.
I wanted to show him something, but he hadn't the time. Something I found in the back of a drawer. See, it's a locket with a little curl of gold hair in it. I'm afraid it's broken.
Oh, it's better. I went to the hangings.
Oh, why?
Camouflage. We can't be too careful now. The crowd were delirious. They'd got their hands on them. They'd have pulled them to pieces long before the time.
Look.
You speak diction. Hymeneal Ghost.
O'Brien gave it me last night after you left.
You've read it?
I know what's in it. Oh, Julia, I feel a whole person for the first time in my life. All the suspicions and doubts and hopes I've ever felt, they're completely justified. Oh, we were wrong about some things, but right about so many. And now it's all clear. The truth. Here, my darling, drink this. You're cold. And now, listen.
No, I don't think I want to hear.
What?
It will only be something more to hide.
But we're committed.
Tonight I found I couldn't yell with the crowd in the same way. For the first time, I wasn't able to feel I was part of them.
But hate week's over now.
So is the excitement, the madness everywhere that's helped to hide us. From here on...
You
we
have
can
to know. It's not a burden, it's strength. Now you'll feel that too. Darling, I've marked a few passages. Now here for instance. When the United States absorbed the British Empire to form Oceania, and Russia took Europe to form Eurasia, 2 of the 3 world states were in being. Their ideologies were Ingsoc, Neo-Bolshevism, and later death worship in East Asia. These 3 states are permanently at war.
Then it's not a sham.
Wait. War has changed its character. It exists only to preserve tyranny. Fighting, when there is any, takes place on vague tropical frontiers or round the floating fortresses. The essential act of war is the destruction of human labor, a way of shattering or sinking the materials which might be used to make the masses too comfortable, in the long run, too intelligent. No invasion of enemy territory must ever take place.
Then the real war isn't with Eurasia at all. It's between all of us
And them. The party member, like the proletarian, tolerates conditions because he has nothing with which to compare his way of life. Efficiency, even military efficiency, is no longer needed. In Oceania, nothing is efficient except the thought police.
The swine, the filthy swine.
Big Brother
Does he exist?
is the guise in which the party shows itself to the world. No one has ever seen him. It's all here. The revolution, what it was like before that, what freedom was. Oh, Julia, I know now at last that I'm not mad.
Oh, my darling, you've thought that.
But even if a person's the only one to believe something, that doesn't make him mad. There's truth and there's untruth. But if you stick to the truth, even against the whole world, you're still not mad.
I want to read it. We'll read it together.
There she is. I suppose she's hanging her washing on the line as usual.
Baby clothes. Her own or her daughter's. How many children do you think she's had in her time, Liz?
Might easily be 15.
Yes. Darling, after we made that horrible promise to O'Brien last night, and I went back to the hostel,
Alone.
I couldn't get it out of my mind. I suppose we had to say it.
Oh, yes. Yes, but I didn't mean that. I meant your being alone to think about it. There are times when people shouldn't be alone.
I began to wonder perhaps we could just have gone on as ordinary people, disappeared somehow, learned to talk like the proles, got a job in a factory. It's too late now.
We are committed now.
Too late.
Not only since last night, my darling. Then we determined to face the facts and do something about them, but for us, why, it's 30 years too late.
If we'd lived then, we'd have been married.
Why, 30, even 20 years ago, we could have walked through the streets quite openly, talking about anything we liked.
They'd have known we loved each other, and there'd have been nothing they could do to stop
They
us.
can't stop us loving now.
The future's hers, isn't it?
Why, we can share it.
How?
Well, she and her children can keep alive the body, but we can keep alive the mind. Pass on the secret.
The book?
Oh, no. It's simpler than that. Just that 2 and 2 make 4.
Our future.
But it has to be this way. Darling, do you remember something that O'Brien said? We are the dead.
We are the dead.
You are the dead.